So we're just looking at the Hayabusa engine, and yeah, just took all the wiring off, cleaned everything up because I won't be using the factory ECU. I just get it to turn over and quickly start up, so I know it runs. It's only got low oil, so I didn't want to go too stupid. But yeah, everything seems pretty good on it. There's not yeah, nothing out of the ordinary on these things. Yeah, so if anyone knows anything about them, let me know. This is my first time playing with a booster engine. But yeah, they seem all pretty factory. What I have done, and just about to take it off now, is I got rid of the standard emission system on it. That's this thing here. And yeah, I'll just weld up. I'll cut these little tiny tabs off. As you can see, it's just like that's where the exhaust comes through. I'll cut off these tabs, weld them up. They're just a plate. Weld them up. This in a hole. Face the front of it, and then re-bolt them on. Let's get to it, eh? end result that we've got welded up underneath, that's fine, but welded on top instead, all nice and flat. Everyone, I think the kit is around about 30 bucks, literally for about 5 minutes of labour. Hey peeps, some great updates on the K20 twin turbo Civic here. Have a look inside. Got the pretty much all the tin sheet metal done, and I got the actual dash in there as well. That's just sitting there, and just had to trim off the few centers bits there, and yeah, so that's looking pretty awesome at the moment. It's pretty mean. I've gone in quite far in here, if you can see it in here. Yep. That's how you just fit the seat on both sides. Have a look at the other side. So yeah, you can see it on both sides. Pretty identical. Just come up a tree. Just waiting on a bit of gas, and I'll yeah, stitch all these in. And not sure about the dash yet, but we're gonna have to move the steering column over a little bit. I was gonna, as noted in the previous video, flock the whole dash anyway. Fix up, there's a tiny little crack, there's not much there, but I'll fix up a couple of cracks there, and then fill up these little where they've cut out for the radio and the original well, air vent, not air conditioner, but yeah. Yeah, so as you can see, it's quite a bit on the side there, so I reckon I'm gonna move it over a little bit. We'll end up cutting it out a little bit more, and yeah, we'll put the column in there. It won't make no difference. It's just that right behind there, that's where the exhaust is for the second turbo, for the one at the back. So I have to have come over. I would miss it if I went like on the edge of this, but then the actual column piece won't fit in. So it's no big deal. But yeah, so it'll come up right. And as I said, I've noticed, as noted, I've made this piece removable. So I've just quickly tapped the pipe And yeah, there's a couple little screws in there, so this will come up alright. And yeah, the bot should feel like a bloody bit of a race car. So I just got to get some seats. Not sure about some kirkies or some plastics. Something, yeah, small as best possible would be fine. Yeah, there's not much more really to do in here, except for as stated, just the dash, seats, seat mounts, of course, and a pedal box. Yeah, with steering wheel column as well. I've got that next door. I'll just use the standard one. I'll bring it out a tad more as I'm very little, and I don't think I'll reach the steering wheel when sitting back here, so I'll find that when it comes around to it. But yeah, so yeah, some good updates. Looking pretty awesome. And as stated, that's where that exhaust is, right there, coming out, and it's going to come out where that hole is down there. So so as you can see on the inside of here, it's a tad hole here, you can sort of see it. So I'll end up cutting out here as well, and the exhaust will go through that piece, run all the way on the inside, and I'm probably end up doing like a little mount here. The exhaust is actually going to protrude through here and go through there. So it would be like a little it would be a part of the transmission tunnel. It would be fixed, but just where I'll run the exhaust through, that's all. So no biggie. But yeah, so it's slow to get in there. You guys seen the engine bay before anyway, but yeah, so we're getting there. So yeah, a little bit more welding on the inside, and then we'll be up to column, box, and yeah, we'll get it working. So I'm just not sure about as you just know, I'm a bit into the tech, so I like the just using like either a tablet for the dash or whatnot, but I'm just not sure what to do on this one. I don't want to use the old one here unless I just gut that center and mount the tablet on the inside there, which would be probably, that's how I had my other one. Well, the same car but the other dash, but I had a eBay race dash in there. This time I would yeah, put like a little, that only fit probably like a 7-inch tablet in there, and it would yeah, run off there. So yeah, I'll just gotta fill in the centerpieces there. I'll probably end up just coming straight down. I'll just go straight to it and then come straight down, and yeah, that could be where my ignition switch is and whatnot, and start button. And yeah, just not sure whether to keep the center features or not, or when it gets flocked. But it's got the standard ashtray holder. Like, I'm not gonna ever use it, but is that something that I should keep? Just not sure. But the actual dash itself is in pretty good condition. As stated, there's a couple tiny little cracks here and there, but it's actually really good. So yeah, pretty happy with it so far. And yeah, hopefully we get some gas and go for us. So I'm just waiting on the COVID shit at the moment, because I can't go out and do anything. Can't get any gas. But yeah, well, that's it so far, guys. Alright, boys. Yeah, there's not much more I can do on this one, except I'm just running it through a couple of things next door with the steering column and whatnot. But yeah, I'll leave it to this, and yeah, I'll see you next time.